Hi everyone, this is Yesha with IELTSmaterial.com. In IELTS Writing Task 2, Agree-Disagree essay is the most common type of essay which is expected in the examination, and IELTS aspirants, that is many IELTS students, they struggle while writing this type of essay. They mainly get confused whether to agree or disagree completely with the given statement. Don't worry, today in this video, I am going to make you understand how to write a Band 8 IELTS Agree-Disagree essay. So without wasting any time, as I say every time, let's get started. So what are the different types of questions that you can expect in an Agree-Disagree essay? Number 1, do you agree or disagree with the given statement? Number 2, to what extent you agree or disagree with the given statement? These are the two common questions related to this particular essay type. Now, here we have an example question. You can see the instructions, that is the time duration, which is of 40 minutes, and the number of words to be written are 250 words, minimum 250 words. The question says, some people say that e-books and modern technology will totally replace traditional newspaper and magazines. What do you think? Do you think that e-books and modern technology will definitely replace the old books, or let's say newspapers or magazines? To what extent do you agree or disagree? So this says that you have to show the in-depth knowledge or in-depth reasons to explain your agreement or disagreement. So let us start with the preparation. You should not spend more than 5 minutes to understand what you're going to write. Answer these questions before you move on to write your essay. Number 1, what are we talking about? It is e-books versus traditional books. What is the main question? This is question number 2. That e-books will become more popular in the future than traditional books. And finally, number 3, do I agree or disagree with the given statement? So I will be writing either yes, completely yes, or completely no.
Thank you for watching it till here. If you want to learn more tips and strategies for IELTS, then check out the description below and book a free demo class today.
Now let's make some points related to e-books and traditional books, which will have our main ideas and the supporting details. Let's talk about e-books first. E-books can be taken anywhere, and that is why the first point says can have many of them in a small device. The second point says ease of reading anywhere. That means the comfortability of reading the e-books anywhere. Number 3 says can download any book with one click. Number 4 says fonts or the font size can be resized. Number 5 says ease of access and sharing. That means you can share the ebooks with anyone, anywhere. Let's move on with the traditional books and its supporting details. Number 1, it says that it is easier for older generations, or let's say for older people, to read. The second one says many showcase their collection of books. That means they have hundreds of books, fiction books, non-fiction books, and many. Number 3 says difficulty with new technology. That means they are not tech savvy and it really becomes difficult for them to read through ebooks, or let's say through any device. Number 4, no threat of deleting them online. If sometimes it may happen that unintentionally a person may delete the ebook, and it would be really difficult for that person to recover that file. So here, if it is a traditional book, then there is no threat of deleting that book. Number 5 says can sit anywhere to read a book and pass time after retirement. So a person can go to the park or to a cafe, sit there, have a cup of coffee and read the book. Now that we have a clear understanding of the topic and the points that we want to write, let's start the writing part with the discussed points. Let me show you a sample answer, as I said, taking in all the discussed points. This is the sample answer that we have taken related to the points that we have already discussed. Let's see the first paragraph, which says the introduction. The introduction talks about very clearly what I want to do in this essay. That is, I completely disagree with the statement that e-books and the modern technology will completely replace the traditional books, that is newspapers or magazines or any type of book. It is also written in the first paragraph what I would be discussing and how I would be concluding my essay. Just read the second line of the first paragraph, which says, this essay will discuss firstly the convenience of reading on e-books, and secondly the necessity of having traditional books, as some people cannot handle new technology. Here, if you see the second paragraph, that is body paragraph 1, which is the complete explanation of the topic, that is the comfort of using e-books. It will be describing everything related to the convenience of e-books. It will not take the other viewpoint, or let's say the other explanation. When we go to the third paragraph, you can see what is described here. It is described why traditional books are important and why it is particularly important for older people, because it is difficult for them to handle new technology. Also, they love to read books. They love to keep a collection of books and want to display it to others proudly. And these are the three main supporting details covering the topic, saying why traditional books are important. The last paragraph, that is the conclusion, states the convenience of e-books as well as the importance of traditional books for older people, which is clearly a statement called summarization. It is also including the opinion in a way, saying that it is necessary to continue with the traditional books. That means in the future, e-books or modern technology will not completely cover or replace the traditional books. You can see that I have taken 4 paragraphs, and I have already explained in the previous video saying that you can take 4 or 5 paragraphs. Do not write 3 paragraphs. You will definitely lose your band score. You will end up getting band 5 if you write 3 paragraphs. It is mandatory to write 4 or 5 according to the supporting details or the explanation that you want to show in your essay. Now here is your question. Time to do your homework. Start writing the answer to this essay question. The question says, schools should teach their students how to survive financially in the world today. That is, let me give you some idea. This particular question talks about how students should manage money, or let's say how they should learn money management in the schools itself. So, is it the responsibility of the schools, and to what extent do you believe with this statement? You can either agree completely or disagree completely, or even if you want to say that to a certain extent you agree, but with an exception that you also disagree to a point. Make sure that you write your essay in 4 paragraphs and do not end up in 3 paragraphs. Practice with a trainer so that you will be able to rectify your errors, and also improvise to get a band 8 in your writing task too. I would certainly advise you to write according to the expert feedback, and do not forget to write the answer for the sample question that is given for you as the homework in this video. Stay with us for more IELTS learning, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe IELTS Material YouTube channel. Stay updated and keep learning. Bye-bye.